Welcome to the help video on creating your Zoom account and signing in to Zoom. There are several ways that you can create a Zoom account. We're going to look at two of those ways. The first method begins by requesting an account within your existing organization. If you are approved to receive an account, you will receive an invitation email. Within this email, you would have an approve the request button. So this is a sample of a similar email that you would receive asking you to join the company Zoom account. If the approve the request button does not work, you would need to select the address in blue here and copy and paste it to a new tab in your browser. The second way that you can create an account is by creating your own personal and free account. To do that, you could select zoom.us/signup, or from the Zoom software that you downloaded, click Sign Up. Once you do that, you're going to be on a Sign Up Free screen where you would enter an email. It's recommended that you would use your Stark State email, but it's not required. Once you put your email in here, you would select Sign Up, and then just like for the corporate account, you would receive an email from Zoom from the no-reply@zoom.us to this email that you entered in this box. And then within that email, just like in the first option, you would have to click the Activate Account button. So those emails work the same way. The difference would be whether or not you're getting it as an approval to join the company account of Zoom, or whether you're setting up a free account of Zoom. Then once you create your accounts, you would normally, if you're at your home PC or the PC that you normally conduct your meetings from, you would just load the Zoom software that we downloaded in the last steps. But there might be times where you are not at that PC, you're at or Mac, or you're at some place that doesn't have the Zoom software loaded. So that's where you could use the web option. So it's that same address, zoom.us/signin, and you would do that from a web browser. And what you would do is you would be able to access Zoom using the web-based software versus having the downloaded Zoom software that resides on your computer. So this way you could still conduct meetings, participate in a meeting if you were not at your machine. So this would be the screen that you would get once you signed in using that web login and the account that you've already set up. And so over here on the left side would be how you could move through the different options of that Zoom. One of the things that you need to know is that the web account does have some limited features. So some of the kind of neat things that you can do on the software that you have loaded on your machine, you can't do in the web, but the basic needs that you have for a meeting would be available on the web account. So just to review, we have two ways that we can set up our account. We can join this Stark State account. If you're approved, you'll receive an email to join and you need to activate it. Second way would be to create your own personal free account. You can use your Stark State email address or you can use a different one. You would still receive an email from Zoom to activate. One of the things about the free account is that there are two significant limitations to that free account. One is that you can only have 100 participants in a meeting, which that's a lot, but it's depending, you might want to, that you might breach that. So you want to watch that. And I think the more limiting thing is that your meetings are limited to 40 minutes. So at that 40-minute threshold, you'll get an notification from Zoom that you are at your time limit for your free account. So corporate account, free account works the same way, except the free account has a couple limitations. Web account is if you're at a location that does not have your Zoom software loaded, you can still get to your meeting. You have to sign in, so you have to have the account. There are some limitations to the features, and Zoom recommends that you use one of these three browsers: Chrome, Firefox, or Edge. So once you have created your account, whether it's the personal or the company account, and you've accepted it and everything's good, when you go to access Zoom, this would be the screen that you're going to get. Join a meeting would be your joining without signing in, and it would not be in a situation where you're hosting. If you're hosting, or really just at any point, you can use the sign in. If you're hosting, you must sign into that account. Once you sign in and you save your credentials, it's a little bit easier because it kind of fills in for you. You can choose whether or not to do that on your own machine. So once you do this and you sign in, you're going to get the actual sign-in screen. So you'll want to use the email address that you set your account up. The recommendation is to use that. Don't sign up with your social media here. Put in the password that you used and click sign in. If you get to this screen and you don't have your account yet, you need to click on this sign up free, put your information in, wait for the email, accept it, and then you can come back in. The emails come almost instantly, but it does take a little time. So if this is the first time that you're going into Zoom, give yourself a little time to go through this initial process, downloading the software, setting up your account, getting the email to activate it, okay? Because that does take a few minutes. If you have forgotten your password, you can use this forgot. And then this is the check that I said if you wanted to put that so your PC would remember it and you wouldn't have to type that in all the time. You would check that. You would go ahead and click sign in, and it would take you to the home screen. On this home screen, you'll see there's four main options. You can do an instant new meeting right now. You can join a meeting that somebody else has scheduled. You can schedule a meeting that you're hosting for the future, and you can share your screen. These options that are on the home screen will be explored in the home screen help video. All right, thank you, and good luck setting up your Zoom account and signing in.